All right, I'm going to defer to my better half, Bo Brock. I'm going to give you the reins,
Okay.
figuratively, and I'm going to drive here. You're going to start 4 rounds, dueling mock drafts. Let's get started.
All right. This is going to be tough just because the screen is so tiny. I'm going to have to put on my corrective lenses here just to watch it. So, with all that being said, I really doubt that Marvin's going to make it to me at 4 here because of where they have Jaden Daniels ranked. Really seriously doubt unless the Patriots go with another prospect that's ranked higher, maybe a Joe Alt or a Malik Neighbors, and we get Marvin Harrison Jr. So, do I need to pull off a trade? I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to ride it out and see who's there at 4th overall.
So,
All right.
yes, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Marvin go 1, 2, 3.
All right. In this situation, let's see what trade's available to me. Johnny, can you hit my trade there? Looks like the Las Vegas Raiders want to come up from 13. Oh boy. That's a bit far for me to drop. Let's get off. Click on the drop down thing there. Oh man, this is terrible with you navigating it for me. Go to the trade.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to facilitate my own here. So click on that. Is it not dropping down?
It's dropped down. What's the problem?
I can't see it.
Okay. Who do you want? Tennessee Titans, New York Giants, Los Angeles Chargers, Falcons? You tell me.
Give me the Falcons.
All right, we're going to try the Falcons here. All right, 8 for 4. What else do you want to add?
Man, they have no interest in doing that, huh?
No, they feel really good about
all right.
The ghost of.
Get me back to the Raiders. Let's try to pull one over the Raiders. They want to get up for Jaden Daniels or somebody. At least 13. Give me the round 1 next year, and give me their second round this year. Wow. All right, take the second round off and put the third rounder in there.
Gross.
And look, it's too
you
far.
Want to add one of their shitty players? You want one of these scrubs? Anybody doing anything for you?
After all this is said and done, I'm going to stick and pick. Get me to draft a player.
Nice.
Draft a player. Give me Joe Alt.
Wow, over Malik Neighbors. Joe Alt, 4th overall. I'm already going to just destroy you in this mock. I already know it.
All right, so I'm back on the clock at 27th overall. Let's see who we've got. There's Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey. It's wide receiver, not right, wide receiver rich down the board here. I got my tackle, so I'm keeping, looks like Paris Johnson Jr. will probably stay in the right side. We'll get Joe Alt as your franchise left tackle. Not too bad, right? So now I'm either going to go with the wide receiver I didn't get to select 4th overall or passed on, or I'm going to go with start to rebuild that defense. But I don't see too many big play defensive. Who do we have as far as defensive linemen right now available?
Scrub McGrub, not very good. Braswell, everything is going to be a reach. I think what has hurt you is there was a run on defensive linemen that took place in the teens. Byron Murphy, Jerzon Newton, Jared Verse. So, I mean, I look at this. I think the board's really fallen for you for a premium receiver.
Yeah,
as opposed to a defensive lineman.
Let's take Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU, 27th overall. All right, so now we're at 35th overall. TJ Tampa could be an option at cornerback. Peyton Wilson, the off-ball linebacker, not ready to pull the trigger on that. Already got a pretty shored up offensive line with just the pick I made 4th overall. Slide down the draft board here. Adisa Isaac, the edge rusher, or Chop Robinson. Go back up. Why don't you let's take TJ Tampa, the cornerback out of Iowa State.
How you feeling so far, Bo?
I hate it. I hate this. This is disgusting. And now I'm sitting in the 3rd round. I've got
here you go.
Christian Haynes, the guard out of Connecticut, could just be the final piece to my puzzle as far as my offensive line goes.
Yeah.
I took Brian Thomas, and I'm looking at this receivers. The worst part of this is that you're navigating this, and I'm just not comfortable at all. Not in my mock draft zone.
I haven't sabotaged anything. I feel like you're making excuses now for your poor drafting.
Mm-hmm. I just haven't gone to work on this defense. Really, I mean, I took Tampa at
Okay,
Iowa
well, let's
State.
stop crying about it, and let's go to the
Yeah.
defensive line here.
Hmm.
Tavondre Sweat's available,
Yeah.
but I think that's a little bit of a reach at this point. And then you've got Austin Booker. A lot of people are big on him. I mean,
Give me,
listen, you
give
gotta
me,
go.
give me Christian Haynes out of UConn. I'm going to finish off the offensive line.
I like that pick. Listen, it's a very physical draft, and now you're
Yeah.
right back on the clock. And do you dare double dip at receiver here with a
No,
couple of the draft's
take the
cuties?
I'm going to take the edge out of Kansas. I'm going to take Austin Booker here.
Okay, listen, is this a flashy draft? No, but it's very, very methodical. I don't have any issue with this draft.
Yeah. And you get some beef up front. Looks like Michael Hall Jr., who's decent at the Senior Bowl. Can you just pull up? Can you just isolate interior defensive lineman for me, please?
I sure can.
Yeah. Michael Hall. Man, I've really just backed myself into the corner here.
Oh man,
Give me Hall. I need him.
this is the most reluctant. I guess I'll draft X
Yeah.
player. All right, last pick on the
I,
clock here.
I was in the lab today, just ripping off mock drafts,
I'm sure
and
you were.
they went way better than this.
I'm sure you were.
Give me,
Listen, you're gonna get Brian Thomas
give
Jr.
me Jarvis Brownlee Jr. out of Louisville here, and let's just
Wow.
yeah.
Big
Put
12
me at-
corners and ACC corners. Interesting choice. All right, let's see what our friends at Pro Football Focus thought. Although they're not the end all be all, they could skew the audience here as it relates to what grade you will receive. No trades for Bo Brock. I think they like it.
Yeah, I think I made the decision to the TJ Tampa selection was a bad
That was a
pick
mistake.
for
That
me.
was
Yeah.
I think Joe Alt and Brian Thomas Jr. together, that's tremendous value. I have Brian Thomas Jr. as a top 20 player. You know, Alt's the darling of this mock outs or the draft for me outside of Marvin. I do not love 35 through 105. There's
Cool.
just
Thanks, dude.
there's not a lot of
Hey,
pizzazz there.
hey, me, step into my office. Why? I'm effing fired. I'm out of here. Get your shit and get out of here. You disgust me. This is a
No,
terrible
listen.
draft.
There could be some peeps in the chat that like this draft. I just, this is not worst case scenario. It's probably the nicest thing I can say about it. Does
I
everybody have a
couldn't
ment?
Well, no, just save the draft. Can't you just save the picture right there?
Yeah. Download image. Okay.
Yeah.
We've
All right.
downloaded it. New mock draft.
All
I
right.
guess it's my turn. And there's really nowhere to go but up after that. So we're gonna
You
get started
sabotaged
here.
me.
So full transparency, I was gonna do this anyway. So we're gonna talk to New England here. And I want the third overall pick, as Bo mentioned. Okay, so they're not interested. But what if I give them a little sweetener here, 137, and we're going to give them maybe a fifth rounder next year? I'm going to offer the trade. New England not interested. Well, I don't love hearing that. So 137 is in the fifth round. What if I give them a fourth next year for the rights for Marvin Harrison Jr.? I'm going to offer that trade. Not interested. All right. So they are clearly beholden on something better than 137. So I am having to weigh now, do I trade a fifth rounder and a third next year, which is pretty stark, or could I do this right here? So I'm going to go down this roster, and there's just a lot happening here with this roster. What if I did something to the effect of 37, okay, which is a throwaway pick to me. It means nothing. And I do a little Rondell Moore action, and I offer this trade. Let's see what happens. Not interested. What if I add a fifth rounder to that mix? Offer this trade. Not
It
interested.
ain't happening, man.
No,
I'm not interested.
I'm my.
She doesn't want to go out with you.
All right. Stop stalking her. Offer this trade. No attempts remaining. Well, I did my best, chat. Everybody can understand that I tried my best. We're going to start this draft. And listen, it's probably better that this happens so we're on even playing field here. I was very committed to dealing away Rondell Moore. It didn't happen. All right. So will I have more robust options here to trade down as opposed to Bo Brock? I hate these trade targets, first of all. I'm not helping the Rams, the Niners, or the Chiefs come up and get Malik Neighbors. That makes me sick to my stomach. So I'm going to go and I'm going to vet the Tennessee Titans, should they want to come up for Jaden Daniels. There's no interest right now. Man, I'm going to be in the same exact boat as Bo Brock here. I don't love this either. I'm going to probably go, for the sake of some parity here, I'm going to go Neighbors 4th overall. Because I wanted to do a trade. There's just nobody wants to trade with your boy. We're going to go Malik Neighbors 4th overall. And again, it's not something that we have to stomach. He's a tremendous player. I'm looking at this board. I know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to get Tyler Guyton to take over for DJ Humphries at left tackle, 31st overall. Could I do a mini trade back and still secure him? I'm looking at the likes of Green Bay, Atlanta, and Chicago. I do not, but I also am open to the idea of dealing down from 35. So I'm going to go Tyler Guyton. And again, is Tyler Guyton and Malik Neighbors better than Joe Alt and Brian Thomas Jr.? I think there's a conversation and an argument to be had for both. Now I'm looking at Graham Barton, J.J. McCarthy, Chris Braswell. I don't love any of these options here. I'm in the same exact boat Bo was. Tennessee wants to trade. So here's what I'm going to do with Tennessee. Tennessee wants to come up. We did this little dog and pony show last year. Can I get 107? I don't love 107. But can I get a third next year? Let's offer third next year. I got a third rounder moving down 3 spots. So I already like my spot more than Bo. So I'm going to come down a couple spots. I passed on 3 guys I was not considering. Chris Braswell, no thanks. I already have my tackle. Keon Coleman, mega bust in waiting here. Chop Robinson, Darius Robinson. Here's what I think has happened is that I think the Cardinals have signed a guard in free agency, and we have our left tackle. But is it worth stashing a player the caliber of Jordan Morgan, who, according to Kyle Odegaard, friend of the show, has spoken with? Do you go all in on the offensive line, or do you desperately need a piece up front on the defensive line? That's what you're weighing right now. I am not looking at Jordan Morgan.
Can I interject?
Yes, go ahead.
I feel immense regret why I took TJ Tampa this early, where I probably should have gone the route of a Chop Robinson or a Darius Robinson.
I agree. And my inclination is, because he's a friend of this program, Darius Robinson, you are a Cardinal. But before we do that, is there a mini trade down? No, there is not. So we're going to go Darius Robinson here at pick 38. I know PFF's not going to love that. They're going to think it's a little bit of a reach, but I don't care. I love that player. Okay.
They're not the ones that are going to grade this draft. The listeners, the viewers,
the peeps, the people that I care about. Somebody want to come up for Michael Penix? Good hell. All right. So Commanders, are they interested? They've already taken a quarterback. Patriots, can I swindle them here? What's going on? Pick 104. Okay. So nobody wants to trade with me. Everybody's being stingy with their picks. Christian Haynes, I don't know. This is where Johnny's going to dabble. Johnny's going to get a little nuts here. And you know where I'm already headed. I'm going to get a 1,000-yard receiver from the SEC that averaged 18 yards per reception. Xavier Leggett and Malik Neighbors are about to torment the NFC West for 10-plus years.
Where's he going to play?
Wherever he wants. Let the best players win. That people were asking me, you got to get a contingency plan.
Time, baby. It's time.
Yeah, don't disrespect me, right? I was talking up your draft, as tough as it was to watch. All right, so I've addressed, if we're recapping here, edge rusher / defensive line, tackle, and I've gotten 2 receivers in a receiver-rich class. As much as I love these remaining receivers, I can't triple dip. That would be...
You probably will. We're going to be at the end of this thing. You're like, you know what? Why not?
See, this is like a political campaign to smear my integrity here. I'm probably going to go back to the defensive line, although I am going to see what options are available at running back. Do I get one of the best running backs in the draft in Jalen Wright, who is available here, 1,000-yard rusher, 4 touchdowns, 7.4 yards per clip at Tennessee, just under 6 foot. He's a big kid. I think it's a little rich right here, but can I make a trade? Denver Broncos want to come up. We're going to go 76 for 71. Plus, I'm going to ask for 114. We're going to offer it. Can we get back in the 4th round? We sure do. So I'm going to trade down just a couple of picks here and see what we're cooking up in Johnny's kitchen. And I'm going to go chalk like Bo. I'm going to get an edge rusher. I'm going to go Austin Booker, Kansas. So now I've drafted 2 defensive linemen. And here we sit at the end of the 3rd round. No trades to be had. I have not had an opportunity to address the secondary. I don't think I'm going to. Trevondre Sweat. I'm going to go
Yeah.
defensive line yet again. Beef. Give me beef up front.
Better
I
lucky
don't
than
care.
good that you
I
get
don't care.
Sweat there. I didn't have
I
that
don't.
option.
I don't care if we punt on the cornerback position a couple times. And now we're going to get spicy with the running back. I think this is going to be my spot 105. We've done our homework. We're all going to sleep well after day 2 of the draft, and we're going to go with one of our favorite players, Braylon Allen. I know some people say it's a reach. I do not. I think this is the big physical heir apparent to James Conner. I mean, look at these metrics: 6'2", 245. Can he keep his weight down? TBD, but we're drafting him 105 overall. We have another 4th rounder because I've been wheeling and dealing like nobody's business here. And then we'll just take Jarvis Brownlee Jr. because he's from our guy Jonathan Gannon's alma mater. You know that JG will love this pick. Homer pick here. And yeah, that'll do it on Johnny's mock draft here on a Mock Draft Monday, brought to you by our friends at Empire today. It's probably cooking up quite a bit here to grade this draft because it's so elite. And I will not accept anything other than A. Malik Neighbors, round 1. Tyler Guyton, round 2. Then we traded 3 spots, got a future 3rd from Tennessee. Still got Darius Robinson, Xavier Leggett. Hey, look at these contending universities. LSU, Oklahoma, Missouri had their best year to date. Stud SEC wide receiver. Then we copped an extra 4th. Kansas, defensive lineman, back-to-back out of the Big 12, one of the best running backs in college football. I don't care what the grade says. Rotational cornerback plus our 3rd next year. I like my mock draft. Not my favorite because it doesn't contain MHJ, but still cooking with gas, Bo Brock.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna quit my job, move out of state after this mock draft. I'm so embarrassed by myself right now. I can't. I just want to turn off my camera. I want to turn off my microphone. I don't want to be here any longer. I'm ill. I'm sick to my stomach.
Was that a butt kicking? Yeah, Jalen Blair said I took you to the word shed.
Damon, what do you think? I'm so embarrassed.
Bo, you got smoked, buddy.
I did.
I didn't appreciate
Johnny.
You going after Johnny for doubling down on receiver there. I thought that was a good play, Johnny.
Thank you, Damon.
Leggett pick.
I'm sorry. Do you not like elite pass catchers from the SEC? I do. If you're not getting Marvin,
I got one. I got Brian Thomas Jr. Oh, yeah, because I got Michael Wilson. You got Michael Wilson. I got Trey McBride.
I'm saying this to you as your friend. Watching you do that mock draft, I would have never thought you had done one of those before. I'm going to tell you what I've done before. I've done the Arizona Lottery, and newsflash, it's made me a richer man. Check them out, Arizona Lottery. They got so much good stuff going on. We're winning big here, or at least one of us is on our mock draft. The Arizona Lottery is introducing a new unique way to help you win big on a new ticket promotion called Arizona Adventure. There are 3 ways to play and win big. Play Arizona Adventure Lottery tickets featuring 3 iconic landscapes here in the Valley. These tickets have prizes up to 50 grand. They've got Camelback Mountain and more. Check them out. There's 10 different destinations across the state, from Flagstaff to Yuma. All you got to do, visit azadventure.com for details and directions, or enter online for a chance to win $1 million in cash and Arizona travel prizes. They are a fantastic way to help them support environmental conservation, among all other important initiatives across this fine state. The Arizona Lottery is not just about playing games and winning prizes. It's also about giving back to the state and its communities. You love hearing that. Visit azadventure.com for more information on how you can take an adventure for a chance to win $1 million in cash and travel prizes here in the desert.
I'm going to drive down to my Circle K in the corner and buy a couple of those Arizona Adventure Lottery tickets, because I took a huge L today. I did. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. I'll be lucky to leave this room and my family still be in the house. They might have already packed the things up and left me because I'm such a loser.
Come on, you're too hard. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you.
Like, no, it's not. Like it's legit. It's a giant. It's just, I'm going to sit here like this, and people. I think I got relegated out of mock drafting the rest of the way. They want Johnny versus Damon next time. Maybe we're going to have to give it to him.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Here's what I will say: people in the chat are saying you should have wheeled and dealed more. That's a deterrent when you're not driving. And so we'll have to figure
Maybe
out a way.
I'll take over on my screen next time when I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
we'll give you the login information. Bowl drive next time. Listen, it's not going to hamper me like it did Bo, but I can admit that was a deterrent of Bo's success.
I'm looking at like this little tiny font. I mean,
if the Cardinals draft TJ Tampa 35th overall, that would be so egregious, and I will blame you dating back to this show. So keep that in mind.
I cringe. It's like when you say something stupid in front of somebody you respect, you think about it down the
It's
line.
like when you talk to Gannon in the parking lot.
TJ, yeah. Let's effing I got these guys, man. Yeah. Oh man.
Let's take this Big 12 corner. I mean, I'm sure he's a good player. Yeah, let's take him 35th overall when there's like 3 or 4 first-round caliber defensive linemen still there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it so much.
You want better insight? You want better insight than that? You got to check out our friends over at GoPHNX.com. No doubt about it. Johnny's his mock draft that's still up there alive, way better than TJ Tampa in the second round. See who he selected with the 35th overall pick. Also some wheeling and dealing. See Johnny's work, GoPHNX.com. Also our mock draft tracker, which is going to keep you up to date with all the mock drafters, not behind the paywall, but you'll get exclusive access to our member Discord if you become a diehard today. Look, don't waste any more time. Get exclusive insight into the Cardinals offseason by becoming a diehard. Also access to all of our peers here at PHNX. Gerald Brigay covering the Suns, Craig Morgan covering the Coyotes and their ongoing arena saga. Don't delay any longer. Go phnx.com and become a diehard. Get that exclusive membership to that exclusive Discord. And the conversation will continue with people roasting me in the member Discord chat for PHNX Cardinals.
I love looking back at the chat because I can't see it while I'm running it. And there's some positive comments on both ends. Somebody just said, good job not taking any off-ball linebackers. So I think that's a win for both of us. But no, Leggett's a really good player. If you like, I didn't watch a ton of South Carolina football, but anytime I did, it felt like he was always open.
You're coming back to just kind of to just glaze over your own pick.
Yeah, I just want to relish into my mock draft dominance yet again. Like, again, if you're getting Malik Neighbors and Xavier Leggett to go along with Michael Wilson, and you get Tyler Guyton, I mean, it's pretty solid. This is almost better that Marvin's not available for us on these mocks because it forces us to get creative too. Yeah. Like it forces us, and when we do our fan mocks on Fridays, the chat, everybody you have to step outside your comfort zone. I didn't like that. I tried feverishly to get up to third overall, and the Patriots just weren't having it. Ilid Dre, $4.99. Even though you lost to Johnny, I still believe in you, Bo. Wow, how about that? See, your supporters are still here, hanging on.
Thank you.
Hanging on by a thread.
If they're not, I understand why.
Jack Smith, Bo didn't have his Monty bald cap on.
That's true. Maybe that was it. Could I look more ridiculous? I've got a stupid longhorn over my shoulder here, and I'm just. What is that? Are you
That's like when the balloons came last week.